How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 31 of the HR Office podcast, live here on twitch.tv/GregsAsAGamer, Twitch, the home of Hardest Reset that is not labeled Hardest Reset. As always, I am your host, Greg, and I'm joined here by May. Say hello.
Hello.
I'm joined here by Mira. Say hello. Now, today, we got a lot of stuff we're going to be handling. We're going to be taking a look at, we're going to be chatting about SelfHelp Fest a little bit. I'll tell you guys about my time when I got brutalized at a metal festival. We're going to be talking about LA Comic Con. We got Critical Role and Wrestling colliding. Fat Pikachu is back, baby. We got the Blizzard controversies. We got Belle Delphine getting arrested, or at least some people say that may be fake. We'll get into that later. Fortnite is over, but it's not apparently over. My camera is blurry, as per usual. We got meme time, upcoming stuff to get excited for. And May and I, at the very end, are going to chat spoilers about Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. But before any of that, let's jump into the opening meme. So, we got two opening memes this time around. And I'm really excited. So this first one I completely forgot about. So, this is a very old meme, and we're going to have a not as old, but still an older meme. So, this one, I found this like a year and a half ago. It's called the best Final Jeopardy answer ever. So, the context for this video is this guy... which you'll see, he's a black dude, he's got big old hair, you know, he won $35,000 the day prior in Jeopardy. One Jeopardy. At this point in Final Jeopardy, he too has $35,000 again. And so he's on track to be winning $70,000 over these last 2 days. Well, there's a Final Jeopardy question, and his answer is fucking magical, if it wasn't muted. So they're figuring out the Final Jeopardy answer. So on June 6, 1944, he said, that's the guy right there. This legend right here. Doubled his money. Good job, right? Ooh, that's some good money. Quick question, man. Isn't that a lot of money? Mira, isn't that a lot of money? This is a slow burn, but it's worth it for this dude's answer. He changed it to Franklin D. Roosevelt, which is not the correct answer, which sucks for him because he lost half his money. Yep. And then this legend. So here's the slow burn. So this legend. Who is some guy in Normandy, but I just won $75,000. He bet no money because he had no idea what the answer was, but he won $75,000 over 2 days. So my question to you, May, is a little bit of a slow burn, a little bit of a slow start, and then we'll get into the other good opening meme. Would you do the same thing if you didn't know? What would your answer be to this question? Because I'm assuming you didn't know what the answer to this question would be.
IDK, I got money.
I don't know. I got money. I don't know. I don't know. I got money. It's still a great answer, right? It's like some dude in Normandy, but I just won $75,000. What about you, Mira? What would you answer?
I would have just left it blank.
You're just gonna be like, nope.
I would leave it blank though. Yeah.
You can. You just so the rules for Final Jeopardy are basically
you can basically write whatever you want. It's just a matter of what you wagered.
Yeah. So like when you're in last place, the guy wagered his whole funds and got the answer right, so he doubled his winnings for the day.
Which the thing about Final Jeopardy is you see the category, but you don't see the question until after you.
Yeah. So they can ask anything from a category, but
So there was a chance he could have known what the answer was.
Yeah.
He didn't bet anything.
But you know what?
The question.
That I love how legendary that answer was, which Brohan just said that's an amazing answer. But so. It was legendary in the sense of she's like, I don't fucking know, but I just won all this money, so it doesn't matter, which is pretty great. So the other opening meme that we got. So I went to SelfHelp Fest last Saturday. I went to SelfHelp Fest, which is a music festival put on by the band A Day to Remember, and it had a bunch of incredible bands there. It had Under Oath, it had I Prevail, Beartooth, Motionless in White, Real Friends, Periphery, Animals as Leaders, Knocked Loose. And a bunch of other bands, and May's going cross-eyed because she has no idea who any of these bands, except maybe A Day to Remember and Motionless in White, are. And you've heard of Beartooth, because I've mentioned the name before. You're like, oh, that's a great name. So, It reminded me of this old meme, and this happened earlier this year. So there's a band called Gavin Dance, and there was something that went viral with one of their shows in Vegas earlier this year because there was a security guard that just wasn't fucking having it. And I'm just going to play the clip. So there's Gavin Dance playing right there, and here's the legendary security guard. I love the dudes hyped in the background. Here, I'm gonna play it again. Look at the dudes in the background. They're all like, yeah. And he's just like, what the fuck? What is...
The guy on the right doesn't look very amused either.
Like, the guy on the right's getting nervous.
No.
He's into it. It's just it's his way of vibing to it. So, May, the question that could go with this is, what do you think? Where do you think he wishes he could go?
Home.
At home. That's a great answer. But my question is, if you were running security at a Gavin Dance concert, which you've never heard of, and you heard that music being played, how would you react?
Probably the same way. My question is, why would I even be there?
So you
well, they don't get to choose.
They don't get to choose what shows you get to
I
run
know,
security for, unfortunately. Yeah. Mira, you hear this band playing and you're running security that night. What do you do?
I want to go home.
You're not digging it. You don't dig it. It's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Gavin Dance either. They're one of the 4 bands Johnny Craig, who he's a vocalist with a lot of drug problems, started and then quit because he was on drugs. His recent one is a band called Slaves, which they're going to be possibly made more aware of on this channel in the future because their song they did since he quit is actually on Renfis's playlist that I have. Because I have a playlist of music that I think goes well with Renfis, and their new song is actually really spot on. But, so those are some, if my phone would just work on me. So those are some opening memes. So, let's go ahead and jump on into some of our topics. So I mentioned SelfHelp Fest. I went to SelfHelp Fest on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details, but I got the shit kicked out of me. And Day to Remember was awesome. I got to see Under Oath for the first time ever. I got to see Beartooth again, and they were fucking incredible. Motionless in White was incredible. I was going to show, because I had a bunch of videos that I was going to show, but at the risk of not wanting it to trigger anything on YouTube's end when this gets uploaded, I'm not going to play them, because they got the songs playing and shit. But, it's sad, because, like, Motionless in White, like, they had, stage setup where they had, like, these looming hollow trees with, like, all these different shaped jack-o'-lanterns with different logos related to their band engraved into them and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. But that's important because I got the shit kicked out of me then, and then the following day, we went to LA Comic-Con. I'll go ahead and start with you, Mira. What did you... Because this is your first time going to LA Comic-Con, right? What did you think of LA Comic-Con?
It was good.
It was good. What was your favorite part of LA Comic-Con?
It was just a lot of fun.
Just finally going to a convention again?
It's not as crowded as AX.
True.
Which is always great.
Apparently, I heard on Saturday they had some issues with getting people through the line. But I think it's less of the convention.
It's just because Saturday is always the busy day.
I think it's also that convention center has some specific rules, if I've heard correctly, that, doesn't matter the event, but can fuck things up regardless.
Well, from what I was hearing, like, people were complaining that was pretty much the only way in for that con.
Right.
And so it was like, you have so many people going in and out, why not open at least, like, another entrance?
Right. Yeah, it was weird that they didn't have the West Hall open, that they only had that front entrance open. That was interesting. I'll ask May in a moment because you got your mouth full. But out of all the things that you got to do at LA Comic-Con, which was your favorite?
The My Hero panel.
My Hero panel was pretty great.
And getting my dice.
Those dice, okay, so that place was called Dice Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And that dude who was running that place was so great. And it was a good salesman, and I hope his business is doing well. May, what did you think of Los Angeles Comic-Con? And what were your favorite parts of Los Angeles Comic-Con?
Yeah, it was a small con, but I enjoyed it. It was very chill.
Yeah.
Very, very calm for a Sunday.
I liked that a lot. I'm with you on that. I liked just how chilled out it was. It was really nice. What was your favorite thing you got to do at LA Comic-Con?
Eat food.
Eat food?
Yeah.
I forgot how good that burger place was.
Mm-hmm.
Smash Burger. Fucking fantastic. And it was pretty great because that same weekend it was the opening weekend for the LA Kings. So you had a bunch of hockey nerds and a bunch of Comic-Con attendees mingling at once. It was just pretty great.
Didn't you say on the way to Comic-Con there was also a Rams game or something?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of sports games. So they had preseason basketball with the Clippers game that afternoon. They had
nobody cares.
I'm gonna say nobody cares. Well, a lot of people who pay attention to sports would say, "Well, yeah, basketball's a big deal," which technically it is, but nobody fucking cares.
But you're wrong.
But you're wrong. Yeah. I'm about to say, our sports in this house are baseball and hockey, and your Cardinals have recently got eliminated from
we got
the playoffs.
To the end, though.
You did get towards the end, and you didn't lose to Milwaukee or the Dodgers. The Dodgers got knocked out by Washington. Washington's looking to be on a tear. By the way, the World Series is looking to be the Astros versus the Nationals.
That's what you're talking
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the Astros officially won their game last night, so it's going to be get fucked New York, get fucked LA. Come at me, bro.
I'll root for Houston.
You're voting for Houston? Why? Because Washington beat your...
Honestly, like, I prefer Houston between those two.
Washington's never won a World Series, so I got to default to Washington. But if the Astros do win, they're deserving of another World Series win. So I'll definitely say that. But regardless, I guess staying on this track of sports-related stuff, I'll get to that in a moment. What I thought about LA Comic-Con, it was great. I had a lot of fun. It was, like what May said, it was really chill. It was really, it was still technically a big con, but it didn't feel overcrowded, which was incredible, and I'm super happy that that's the case. Yeah, I fucking loved it a lot. We're getting to some sports stuff again in a moment. But I do have another meme. I'm going to be interspersing some memes throughout just to kind of keep things fun. And this meme is simple because I feel like this meme, I think we found May in this meme. So this is just a video of a cat climbing up the stairs with its cat bed. It's pretty... As soon as I saw this video, I'm like, I think we found May.
It's just a cat.
It is, yeah.
That cat's like, I'm done. I'm out. Let's go to bed.
This is like whenever you have unwanted family that comes over.
Yeah.
I've
been there.
Trying to get out of the room.
You're like you feel like you've been there for the adequate amount of time. But what made me think of you, May, is when you're done socializing, you're like, I want to go in my room. I want to play my games. I'm out.
Yep.
So I just saw that video. May, do you relate to that cat?
I do relate to the cat.
That's a wonderful.
Very
Mira, do you relate to that cat at times? I think we all do. I think we all definitely do.
Well, my family always had a rule of when you have company that comes over, you have to stay in the living room with them until they leave and all that shit. And sometimes I would just be like, I would just barely get back into my room by the time they came over,
right.
So I was safe.
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm trying to find. There it is. So, we have an update to a thing we talked about a couple weeks ago. And I didn't get to see how the result of this was, but I remember a couple weeks ago we talked about that asshole wrestler that was giving shit about playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think the whole thing makes sense now because that dude, he participated in a wrestling event and he got the creator of the Critical Role theme song to do his entrance theme.
Which, fun fact, I think Jason Charles Miller, he was just announced for ALA.
Was he really? Oh shit, that's cool. We gotta run into him at ALI.
Mm-hmm.
But so he posted this video, just kind of getting people hyped, and he's a renowned D&D fan. There he is. Nice. I'll say I when I heard that he was going to be doing that, I was like, that's actually really cool.
If I recall correctly, he made both of the openings.
Yeah, he made the first campaign 2 theme, and I think he also helped produce the Your Turn to Roll.
Well, no, I mean the original as well.
I know what I was saying. I'm talking like Campaign 2. He worked on both, but he also was the one that came up with the very first, that really epic one with the Vox Machina crew there. So, the question that I'm going to have is going to be kind of a hypothetical question. I'm going to start with you, Mira, and then we'll go to you, May. Say you were in this wrestler's position. You were, like, part of the shtick is you're a nerd, but you're also, like, this incredible athlete. And you, like, the whole dynamic is, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. Who would you want to do your theme song?
I don't know.
You really don't know?
That's not a question I thought that was going to come up. I don't know.
I'll give you time to think about it. May.
John Williams, maybe?
John Williams, that's good. Oh, that's
the only
good.
name I can think of
That's
right now.
really good. May, if you could...
What?
Oh, I was just going to reiterate the question that you already know.
Sam Riegel to do the vocals.
It's just a Sam Riegel a cappella joint.
Yep.
But it's... That's pretty great. I want the... I would want...
Or the people who did the Ruby.
Oh, yeah! Was it Jeff Williams and, I forget his daughter's name. Casey Williams, yeah. That would be awesome. Can you imagine Jeff Williams doing the instrumentation and Casey and Sam Riegel doing the fucking vocals?
But Sam Riegel's my first one.
That's fucking awesome. Jason.
Okay, I say John Williams or the dude that did The Witcher 3.
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
I'm blanking on his name. I think it was like a really interesting
God, I could
name.
go in so many different directions for this. I want the composer for the Persona 5 soundtrack to create a funky ass jam.
Meguro.
Yeah, I want him to create a fucking jam ass jam.
He also did for Persona 4.
Was he only Persona 4 and 5? Was it someone else for 3?
I think so.
Okay, well, regardless, mainly know him for 5, and dude, I would want him.
Well, I would argue mainly for 4.
Well, I want him for okay, listen. I
just
know.
4 has some good music.
I know.
Greg's he doesn't
I'm not that big a fan of 4. I'm sorry.
He's trying to make it that 5. He's well known for 5 when it's really it's 4.
But at the same time, like 4 did have some good music.
I'm not going to doubt that. It's one of the few
like,
good things about Persona 4.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably the best thing about 4.
And Naoto is one of the
Kanji
and Naoto are just fantastic. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. That or the guy that did the Skyrim soundtrack would be fucking great. That'd be fucking... He created one of the most iconic theme songs of all time with that fucking epic male choir singing in the Nordic language. It was fucking awesome.
Shoji Meguro was also in 3.
He did do 3. Okay, I was about to say. All right, cool. And it is a he, right? I don't want to misgender.
Yes,
Okay.
they just got different vocals for each game.
Right, yeah. The chick that does the vocals for 5, though, is fucking great.
Her name is Lynn.
Pretty great.
And then Lotus Juice is 3 with some other girl for 3.
Yeah. On the subject of nerd shit, so Nintendo recently put out some, and I don't have an article for this, I just had the images. Nintendo recently put out a bunch of information about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we're bringing it up right now. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Sword's the one you want, right? So.
No, I'm wanting Shield.
Oh, I thought you wanted... I can never remember.
No, Shield has
Shield.
Alistair.
So...
She wants the little boy gym leader.
There's one of the
I want the
greatest...
Ghost Kid.
One of the greatest things to be announced is the return of your boy, Fat Pikachu. He back. The thick boy is back. May, how happy are you that Fat Pikachu is back?
I like Fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu. I remember, like, in the OG sprites in the game, he was just like a little fat mouse that shot electric. It was like, oh.
He's basically that little kid that grew up fat, but then when he got older, he
slimmed down,
He
yeah.
slimmed down, and he realized he can't be fat, so he lost weight.
Mira, how happy are you that Fat Pikachu's back?
I remember having a Fat Pikachu like plush when I was younger.
Oh, you had a plush of Fat Pikachu?
Well, it was the one where you would like squeeze his hands or something, and he would say, Pika, Pika.
That's adorable. That's awesome.
And he was Fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu. I am with everyone. As soon as they announced Fat Pikachu was back, as soon as I was like, man, the thick boy returns. I'm very happy. As a former fat kid myself, I am shush. Yeah, as a former fat kid myself, I am just very happy with how they're bringing him back. It's a cool little nostalgic piece because everyone jokes around, it's like, yo, remember when Pikachu was fat? And it's like the people that remember that, that's how you know you're in a similar age range. And it's like, that was
You can tell which decade you came from.
Yeah, you definitely, like, if people are like, wait, Pikachu was fat?
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, very much so. Dude, man, we're blazing through the show. It's going to be a short podcast, hell yeah. I would say, well, the last podcast was 3 hours because we talked about her burr that I'm not
It's
going to...
good because the smell of food is driving me crazy.
I know. We got something cooking in the crock pot right now, and we're just really fucking excited to hopefully have some good food. It's a new recipe, so all that fun stuff. Okay, so now it's time for some serious talk. It's the controversial talk, I should say. We're all familiar with Blizzard. We're all familiar with what's going on with Blizzard right now. I'm going to give a super bastardized short version.
TLDR.
A very massive TLDR. And just kind of a couple general questions about your thoughts on Blizzard and thoughts on continued support. So just to kind of have that ruminate in your minds, that kind of summarize everything. So it was after the last podcast, there was a big controversy because at a Hearthstone event, the person who won the Hearthstone event went on, and I saw the clip actually, he was wearing the gas mask that was associated with the protests in Hong Kong. And to give a very bastardized version of what's going on in Hong Kong, there's a series of laws that are trying to be passed in Hong Kong that are going to allow for China to have more of a rule over Hong Kong, and the people of Hong Kong are just not having it. It would be like if the UK tried to usurp America again and tried to institute laws to bring America back into their fold after so long. That's like the most simplified way that I can really say that. So there's been a lot of people, there's been a lot of protests. The protests have, like, they've been protesting for months, and the protests have gotten violent. The police are, I think people have been killed in the protests now.
Someone got blinded
because of the police fight back. And it's been really not great in Hong Kong right now. Well, someone at a Hearthstone event, they were wearing a gas mask that's associated with the protests, and spoke out against China, saying they stand with Hong They have solidarity and they're brothers and sisters in Hong Kong, and that he stands with them. Blizzard bans him from the rest of the tournament, withholds all his earnings that he won up until that point. They also fired the 2 commentators because, and this is like a paraphrasing of what had happened, they could have prevented this from happening. Blizzard has doubled down on the support from China, saying that, they respect and love the support they get from China, which Blizzard's not the only company. Apple, Vans, the NBA, and a couple other companies have all kind of gotten a lot of shit for defending China in the wake of all these protests going on in Hong Kong, and kind of silencing people that are standing in solidarity with those in Hong Kong. And but Blizzard they keep shooting themselves in the foot. They keep reiterating that they support China. They're not going to support people speaking out. This led to, because Overwatch is about to come out on Switch, they had to cancel an event, like the launch event in New York City, given the current backlash. The creator of WoW Classic deleted his canceled his subscription and tried to delete his BNet account, which it came out through a lot of different people that Blizzard has now forever changed the settings on Battle.net to where you cannot fully delete your account.
There's like a 4-step process.
There's a 4-step process, and I was reading that people go through the 4-step process, and it says we cannot complete it this time. So your BNet account still stands. So you're still technically an active member. And Blizzard's gotten a lot of shit for it. And, we can sit here, we can debate politics all we want. We're not going to. But the question that I kind of have is just, do you think it is shitty that Blizzard has done this? And I'll let Mira go first. Do you think it is shitty that Blizzard has done this and it continues to double down? Or do you think that it's a more complicated, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't?
I mean, everything is more complicated, but it's still a shitty decision. Because, I mean, it's not like he was promoting politics or whatever. He's supporting, his country, basically. It would be like if you go to a game and there's an American competitor supporting America during whatever protest or something we have going on, and yet and then that person got in trouble for it.
It almost seemed like, someone at an American at an esports event standing in solidarity with the Democratic Party trying to take down Trump. and getting silenced and kicked out of the event because of that.
Which, I mean, like, politics probably shouldn't be getting mixed in with esports and shit. But this is kind of a more serious issue going on.
It's a very...
This isn't about promoting a political party. This is about, showing your support for your country.
A country that is at risk of getting rights taken away, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a human rights issue.
It really is, yeah. It's not I don't like this person in office right now. It's like, my rights are at risk kind of deal. Not to diminish, like, bad leaders, but this is an even bigger issue. Man, I know politics makes you uncomfortable. I know it makes a lot of people uncomfortable, but, do you think it's a shitty situation? Oh, that was the other question I was going to say. Are you still going to support Blizzard at all after this or no?
No.
You refuse to support Blizzard. So, to reiterate the questions, like, do you feel just straight up shitty on Blizzard, or that it's more complicated, and will you continue to support Blizzard after this?
Well, I only ever played Overwatch, and I don't play it anymore, so I haven't really, to be honest.
You don't have the incentive regardless
I haven't
of this.
supported Blizzard in a long time, because I don't play Overwatch. As in terms of the other question, I'll be honest, I don't really have an opinion. I don't know.
You don't have the knowledge
I haven't.
About it,
I haven't looked at it. I saw one article. I glanced at it real briefly. I looked at all the. What?
All I was saying is there's a lot of information to break down if you haven't been paying attention. So, go ahead.
I've seen all the memes that are going around with May from Overwatch.
Yeah.
But that's really about it. I just kind of glanced over it real quick, and then I kind of left.
Which I think Blizzard is trying to get those images taken down.
Yeah, they're DMCAing people that are posting those images and banning Overwatch accounts for using those mods on PC. I just think it's very telling of Blizzard. It's disappointing because Blizzard has some good games. You know, I may not play Overwatch anymore, but I thoroughly enjoyed Overwatch when I did play it. I've always wanted to play Diablo.
I wanted to play Overwatch, but my internet was shit and I couldn't.
Right, but it's just... I get it's a complicated issue. You want to keep everyone happy. I understand that. But at the same time, firing the commentators? That's really shitty.
Withholding the dude's winnings.
Withholding the dude's winnings. That's really shitty. And I think that this whole situation is really... and I get it. Like, corporations care about money. That's your number one, that's your bottom line, is I want to make money. We want to be successful, we want to make money, and at base there's nothing wrong with that, but when I feel it jeopardizes the morals of your company and the people that work for your company, that is an issue that needs to be addressed. Until they address it, I'm not supporting Blizzard. They can eat a fat dick. And it's really shitty that they're doing this, and they keep doubling down. And it's very clear that they care more about the money from China instead of looking at a real-world issue. And I get that you want to separate politics. You don't want politics and everything. I completely understand that. But when it's jeopardizing, especially with how popular in Asia Blizzard games are, how popular StarCraft is, how popular Hearthstone is, Overwatch, they have popular games. And I'm fairly certain, you can easily say, they easily could have said, while we've appreciated the support from China, there are some questionable things going on right now. We don't want to single out China, but we do understand that there are bigger issues at play right now, and we are not. I maybe understand, and I would also understand giving the dude a warning, saying, "Hey, listen, we want to keep politics out of this. We're going to give you a warning." And even the commentators give them a warning, saying, "Listen, let's keep politics out of this. Let's keep this about Hearthstone. Let's keep this about the game. What you say outside of tournaments, that's for you and you alone. You do not represent Blizzard." But I think them firing everyone was just very telling, and I did not like that at all. It's a lot to take in, and a lot to kind of deal with. But I'll tell you what's not a lot to take in is what the fuck's going on with Belle Delphine right now. So I wasn't familiar with Belle Delphine until the whole gamer Bathwater thing happened. May, were you familiar with Belle Delphine at all before the Bathwater thing? Were you familiar with Belle Delphine at all?
To be honest, I still don't really know the whole thing about the Bathwater thing.
So, okay, how do I summarize?
So basically, she's an e-girl, and she has a bunch of fans who are dudes, so to make money, she sold Bathwater, where she sat in the bath in water, and
put the Bathwater
in there, and dudes bought it because because dudes will buy stuff like not.
She's
dudes,
a very self-aware
not dudes, I should say, but people who
creepy pervos, basically.
Yeah, people who are into people who do that sort of thing, like
Yeah.
girls, they'll buy stuff like that.
That's gross.
We humans are gross.
Humans are very gross.
Yeah.
The thing is that she's a memer. She knew, because she got onto my radar when she basically trolled everyone about her Pornhub account. She sat there and said she's gonna make because she's an e-girl. She has a cosplay Patreon that's got a bunch of lewds, and you can get private Snapchats and stuff like that. But she came onto my radar when I heard the story of her trolling all of her fans and saying, "Oh, I'm making a Pornhub account," and she had videos of Felix PewDiePie deep inside me, and she's eating a piece of paper with PewDiePie's face on it, and talking about like cream pies, but actually eating a cream pie, and basically trolled everyone. It's just like, "Lol, you thought you were gonna get me getting banged hardcore," and did it because she knew how disgusting her fan base could get, and she's a memer. Well, she apparently, and she did the Bathwater thing. Well, she apparently got quiet. Like, she hadn't updated her Patreon in a couple months. People were kind of wondering, what the fuck's going on? It came out, she apparently got arrested, but apparently may not have gotten arrested. People are saying that the photo of her mugshot is actually fake because the watermark doesn't match what the actual watermark for that police department would be. And there's also big conspiracy theories of, she had the money to buy a destroyed car and fake this whole thing or whatever. But I still like the narrative of somebody stole her hamster, and so she vandalized this person's car. So the question I've got, so we can debate Belle Delphine, but we don't really know much about her except like she's an e-girl and stuff like that. She did, I watched the latest H3 podcast, she was at the Pornhub Awards, dressed up as the Grim Reaper. In her pink wig and shit like that. But like the question that I do want to ask is another hypothetical question. We'll start with May this time. What would somebody have to do to you in order for you to vandalize their car and have you get arrested?
I don't know, take something really expensive of mine?
Like your Emmerich body pillow.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
What item?
Her own.
It has to be something really expensive, like my PS4 or like a laptop or something.
Or your $300 Real Action Heroes Levi figure.
Something that's so expensive that I have, and they just do something to piss me off so bad. That's when I would do it.
Or the $40 All Might
But-
Plus.
But yeah, otherwise I would just be like, why'd you steal my shit?
Mira, question goes to you. What would someone have to do to you for you to go vandalize their car?
Break some stuff, I guess.
Break some stuff. Good. Very good. I feel the high energy right now. I think we're all just as tired right now.
I'm in pain.
Well, that's also very true. What would someone have to do? I don't know. Piss in my Cheerios? I don't know.
They just have to call you a bad name and say you're a bad person, and you would just vandalize the car, right? Let's be real.
We would just hear as he's vandalizing the car, you know what? You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for you, Craig. You just...
No, okay. If it was something directed to me, I wouldn't vandalize the car. But if they said shit about you or about you, the next thing they're going to see on their car is the word cunt in all cap letters on the side of their vehicle.
Not capital, cap letters.
All cap letters, basically.
That's nice. What does it say?
Cunt. Yeah, the Belle Delphine thing is crazy. Apparently she's mounting a comeback, but I don't know what's even going on with her at this point. But who knows?
She's making money.
She's making money. Even with her patrons dropping in half, she had 4,000 patrons on Patreon. Now she's got 2,000. Those dudes at minimum are spending $25 for the private Snapchat, which you got to think 2,000 times.
Why did they drop
25?
off in half?
Because she wasn't posting anything. She hasn't posted any content since early August. And when you're not posting content, like, they're gonna cancel their Patreon stuff because you're not posting anything.
Yeah, because it's like, why are we paying for this if you're not posting anything?
Yeah, which honestly makes sense. It makes sense. Like if you're paying for something and they're not doing anything great, oh well. I mean, it happens. That's so. But she can take that pay cut because that's still a fuckload of money she's making on that private Snapchat and shit like that. So Fortnite is apparently over, but it's apparently not over. This is just a really quick story, and I'm going to say what my favorite part about this was. So Fortnite recently did something that World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV have done in the past, which is they nuked their world and they shut the game down for a couple days before announcing the next chapter of Fortnite. There's a couple things that happen on this because I don't think any of us give a fuck about Fortnite at all.
Tiny bit.
A tiny bit?
A tiny bit. I still kind of want to play. But I won't be any good at it.
Maybe I'll break down and maybe we'll do doubles together. Maybe we'll play... So in Fortnite, you can either go solo, you can do like teams, or you can do duo. Which duo is you and someone else will play together. So maybe we'll do duo sometime.
I'm curious, that's fine. And it's free, so...
It is free. So one of my favorite things was all the parents that got mad about, I spent all this money on my kids getting V-Bucks, and now they're all gone because the game's dead. I want my money back. And people were saying they were going to sue Epic Games, even though they explicitly said that they're just taking the servers down to get everything ready for the new chapter of Fortnite, since they nuked the map and they have a new map and shit now.
Yeah, but what I've learned is you can't explain shit like that to...
Not to parents, yeah.
They're not going to know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, the question that I do have is there a game that you wish would be nuked? My answer is Fortnite.
PUBG.
I wish Fortnite was... PUBG? You wish PUBG would...
I've never liked PUBG.
You never liked PUBG?
I thought PUBG was dumb. Is it still going?
Yes.
Oh, God.
PUBG has not been nuked.
I was going to joke and say Halo.
No, fuck you. Halo's great.
Halo is shit.
Halo is great, dude. I'm
no.
actually excited from the shit I've seen with the new Halo coming out.
PUBG. Though.
PUBG?
I never understood the hype.
Right.
And it just doesn't look good to me.
What about you, Mira? What game do you think deserves to actually get nuked? Like, nuked and, like, done, never play again.
Like, it's dead forever.
It's dead forever.
I'm embracing the hate on this one, but wow.
Really?
Wow. I said
You went with... Why World of
Why
Warcraft?
wow?
It just always looked really dumb to me. I'm not sure why. And then a bunch of my friends have tried it, and they're just like, yeah, I was not impressed.
Yeah, I tried it back when they released the patch, the Mist of Pandaria.
Yeah.
And now, like, every time when I see, like, an ad for it on YouTube, I just roll my eyes. I'm like, is this still going on?
Yeah, well, especially because they did WoW Classic. They rebooted it, so now everybody is losing their shit.
A bunch of OG vanilla WoW players are back on WoW.
That's why it's getting hyped again, because it's back to the way it used to be. And it's what a lot of people wish MapleStory would do, is go back to its roots.
I'm about to say, they did...
Pre-Big Bang, as they say.
I'm about to say, they did... Well, they also did it with RuneScape. They have RuneScape Classic.
Really?
Yeah, they did RuneScape, although I think that recently got closed down as well, just because of lack of player base. But for people... let's be real, we fucking played RuneScape. I got tricked by my level 40 friends at school who fucking murdered me as soon as I stepped outside of the first town.
I never played RuneScape.
But like...
you weren't missing much.
It wasn't that great.
Really,
it was a free game, basically.
I didn't really have computer games growing up.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this, you really were not missing
much.
Like,
the ones I had were like included on the computer and didn't need the internet.
Pinball!
Pinball? Oh, yeah. That pinball game was hype as fuck, though.
You guys remember that spaceship one?
Yeah, that was fun, too.
Yeah.
I hear the sound of that pinball machine starting, and I'm immediately taken back to being like 6th grade. It was pretty great. But,
Quest?
What's up?
Remember
Adventure Quest! I paid for the $30 thing for Adventure Quest!
You get the bonus stuff?
Yeah!
Adventure, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to, I never did.
Yeah.
You know what I'd do in middle school at school? What
would you do at school?
I would go to the library and play it.
Play Adventure Quest,
this is before they, put the rules
my
of
friend and
computer games and
my friend and I would play. We both bought that $30.
Is it still going?
I don't know.
We should Google.
Let me check it right now.
Do
I'll fact check
because I want to see and bring it up. I want to see
Adventure Quest. Let's take a look. Adventure Quest.
Okay, what does it look like now? I gotta see.
Oh my god, the website hasn't changed.
Okay.
Look at how old. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Is this GeoCities?
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks
my
old.
God. This is still.
Oh.
I mean,
This looks like Neopets.
At least, compared to that though, at least
Coming this
updated.
week.
Fucking Neopets is dead.
Coming this week. They're still updating as of October 14th, 2019.
Neopets is technically still around. They
It
just,
is.
Like,
It's
screwed the site up.
Yeah. It's around. It's pretty much. I think
There's an interesting video that Down the Rabbit Hole did about what happened to the Neopets site.
I just
and
say
why
it's
broken.
It's dead because nobody's fixed it and nobody's going to fix it.
It's actually licensing issues because the company got bought out by a big company and then the company abandoned it, but the original creators couldn't obtain the license to rebuild the site. So
But,
it sucked.
But the only thing I see updated here is the art because I remember it used to be really cheesy. What the hell, Frostgale? I remember that
Holy
pirate
shit.
chick.
Man.
Dude, a cyber raptor.
Dude, this game.
$14.95.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex rider.
That's a bargain, y'all.
Wow, Mogloween special.
There were some.
Wait, when did this come out? Go back all the way down. 2001. 2001, guys.
Holy shit! I'm so glad we went down this.
This is on freaking Android and iPhone. Adventure Quest.
Oh.
It's time to go. I'm gonna go down.
We gotta go play it again.
I'm gonna go play
Dude.
now.
Fuck 14. Fuck World of Warcraft.
It's about Adventure Quest.
Let's bring back Adventure
Look how
Quest.
many players are online. 7,000.
People are still playing this.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's be real. There were some very pretty boys in this game.
There was
and
like
very hot
the
girls.
the armor
And the
guy,
animals are really cute.
the soldier guy in the back, the knight dude. He was pretty.
I wouldn't admit it when I was a kid, but that knight dude was
Yeah.
definitely like one of the. Oh, I'll jerk my fucking 12-year-old dick
Jerk
to
your
that.
gurk.
Jerk my gherkin to that.
Those
Gurk my jerkin. Yeah.
those things are still around. Those things with the big old ears. The
Yeah.
thing with the blue. I remember that blue one's supposed to be really evil.
This game also didn't help my love of elves. Let's be real.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
moment. This did not help me.
Well,
in the
I'm
least.
glad to know that.
Glad to know Adventure Quest is still
still
going.
on.
Okay, if there's a game that I would nuke.
Create a free account.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Time to go do it.
We have to actually do this. A game that I wish would get nuked. I joked about Fortnite, but that's fine. League of Legends. League of Legends. League of Legends.
But I like the character design.
Fuck League of Legends.
It's getting an anime apparently.
I heard it's apparently getting an anime. But fuck League of Legends.
Yeah,
That's where
because-
my hate comes from. You
I know
know.
I never will.
If I didn't pick WoW, I would have gone with League of Legends.
League,
It rakes in all the money. So what do you guys hate against? What do you guys have against?
I hate MOBAs. MOBAs aren't fun.
I have bad associations with League of Legends.
I know why.
Well, if anything, the character designs are nice. That's what that's what I like about it. It's just the character designs. That's it. I don't play League of Legends. I tried once.
These are nice character designs.
I mean, yeah. Take a look at Adventure Quest.
But here's the thing.
Like holy shit.
It doesn't make you want to cosplay any of them.
Speak for yourself, my dude.
You're kind of crazy.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
League of Legends has a fox girl.
It's
And
just.
these have actual like fox-looking creatures.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well.
need my fox one.
I want that companion.
Well, let's jump on in. Let's jump on into the meme zone. Are we ready to jump on into the fun zone, meme zone? May, you sound so excited.
She's crunching on a carrot.
That is very true. She is crunching on a carrot.
Crunch.
Okay, so this is just a good start. This was something that was a leftover from last podcast, and I forgot to do this.
I was gonna say Adventure Quest is always a good start.
And Adventure Quest is always
Actually not.
Yeah.
Oh,
My body is a temple, but it's one of those temples in Thailand where they let monkeys shit all over the place. Yep. That's a beautiful shit. But beautiful shit. Ha 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 ha.
Can you make art out of that?
Could you make art out of that? That is very, very true. This is another
people
one
have made
since
weirder
I started
I've seen art made out of period blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Here's another one that's pretty great. Another image. This is from the 14 group. Yeah, I'm a healer. I'm gonna put my heel up your
I
ass.
put my heel in your ass.
In your ass, up your ass. However, but yeah, that's pretty great. Let's see what other ones. Okay, so I didn't know that this person was a person that did stuff, and
That was a sentence.
Yeah, that was in fact a sentence, dude. I'm ready. Today's just an off day. I'm ready for the podcast to be over so I can make dinner. So apparently there was somebody that would do makeup tutorials after getting high.
Oh God.
May, would you watch a YouTube channel where they got high after eating edibles?
That snowman.
The snowman's great. Yeah.
That Ursula one is kind of nightmare fuel.
The Ursula one is pretty
Try to
funny.
figure out what the green one is.
What is she on her head? Is that like a headband or a hat?
Looks like a hat.
It's hard to tell. I don't know.
Well, regardless, she got high.
So
She did make
I have to mute this video because I don't want it to ping anything. But I was not expecting this to be.
Yeah.
So
Just fill in the gap. What is the song that's supposed to be playing?
Well, regardless, look at how beautiful this is.
No, just say what the song.
Well, it's the song from the movie Ghost.
Wait, what song's that?
It's the theme song for a movie called Ghost was it Patrick Swayze? Was that a movie with Patrick Swayze in it?
I believe so.
Well, I know the movie, but I don't know the theme song.
I didn't know the theme song until I looked it up after
Trust me,
seeing
you've
this
heard
video.
the song before.
I'm sure I've have. This video made me feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie.
Without the audio, it's really weird.
Yeah.
With the audio, it's funny.
I just feel awkward with the skeleton. I don't want a skeleton putting their hands over mine if I'm doing pottery.
Well, okay, what about, like...
When are you going to be doing pottery, though?
Yeah, when are you ever going to be doing pottery? That is very true. That is very true.
When she's an old cat lady.
There's a first time for everything, guys.
So, as a part of the Pokemon Sword and Shield stuff getting announced...
Did you get a friend request?
I don't know. That was just a notification.
Oh, I've seen this.
So, shit, here we go again. So, Mira, quick question about this one. Do you think that this is going to happen in the game?
Please don't.
Maybe what would you do if this happened in the real game?
I would be like, Game Freak, I'm ashamed of you.
Like, how dare you? Like, these are repressed...
This is for little kids.
Like,
0 out of 10.
These are repressed memories. I do not want this shit at all.
0 out of 10 would not pre-order again.
Oh,
I guess.
okay. This is a great meme. I'm so happy that Troy Baker and Nolan North graced us with this clip.
Oh, no.
You talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, it's...
You played it yesterday.
I played it yesterday.
I only heard part of it. I wasn't listening.
It's fucking magical whenever it decides to show.
Do you not like it?
I'm just cringing.
In case you missed it.
What the fuck? Nolan.
I like Troy Baker's hair.
His hair's great. Someone powder Nolan North's asshole, for the love of God.
No.
It's beautiful.
In a room with hair in it.
Yes, some people have really ugly assholes, and I have to make them look pretty.
Why?
Hey, some people are into that.
Well, I mean, they make an honest living powdering assholes.
What do you do for a living?
I powder people's assholes.
Can I put that on a resume?
Quick question. If you were hiring in a company and you saw that was on someone's resume, would you hire them or not?
I don't know.
I would.
You would?
As long as their resume's decent.
As long as their resume's decent. They got a good body of work.
Yeah.
Good body of
Yeah. This was just another great one. It's a culmination of
That's cute.
culmination of memes.
Me and my girlfriend when I send her a picture of an alligator. That's actually really
That's
cute.
fucking great.
I need to Google what the original meme is from.
It's from a show. I don't remember which show, but it is from a show.
I know the cat's name is Smudge, and apparently he's like that a lot.
Yeah,
That was
apparently
not just
that's
a one-time thing. He's
that's
like
his
that
face.
a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so
He has an Instagram too.
he has an Instagram too. Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, so in relation to what's going on with all the Untitled Goose Game memes that are still going on, May shared this with me, and I am still blown away by this. Someone decided to make a mod in Resident Evil 2 where Mr. X is just the Untitled Goose.
Yeah, I could play it if it's the goose.
You can play it if it's the goose.
Yeah.
You can't play it if it's Pennywise?
No.
No, I wouldn't want to play it if it's Pennywise.
It's creepy and scares me.
That's
the goose doesn't scare me.
The
goose
Untitled
just makes me
Goose from
laugh.
Untitled Goose Game.
You
Yeah.
should be scared. That bonk is...
That bonk is coming. That honk is coming with some bonk, my dude. It's fucking. When you share that with me, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Oh boy. What else do we got?
Did you see the one I tagged you and Man?
Is it the one that I'm about to show right now? Is it related to the periodic table of
Yes.
elements? Yes. I'm gonna.
I don't think I saw this on my
The,
Facebook. I did not notify me.
What the fuck?
The periodic table of bonk is about to be, or honk.
Because this is what face... Yeah, I didn't see this. Cause
A
I'll
goose beak is comprised of 4 elements: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and potassium.
Honk.
Anyway, what were you saying about Facebook, man?
Say, because this is what it does. So you'll tag me in something. I will not see it on my notification list if I refresh it, but I'll see it when I'm scrolling through my time and it says, blah, 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 tagged you in this. Then when I see it and I go to my notification, that's when it pops up.
Uh-huh.
So
really
if you
stupid.
tag me in something, sometimes I don't see it because it doesn't notify me because
Right.
the app is dumb. I know you said you use a browser. I use the app, and it doesn't cooperate. So that's
Right.
Facebook, get your shit fixed.
Right. Okay, so I gotta
At Mark Zuckerberg.
At the Zuck. All right. So I got a couple of videos I'm gonna show, and then we're gonna be getting to the very end of this podcast. Hog. Vamp for me for a moment while I bring this up.
If you don't like the honk, you get the bomb.
Oh, I forgot to save the article, but 343 decided to hire a pug full time.
I remember that. I saw that.
Which is pretty great. May, what do you think about a pug being hired on full time at 343?
That's good because pugs are cute dogs.
Pugs are very cute.
They're good dogs.
It's like the cat that got hired to be a lawyer.
That's pretty great.
Did you guys hear that they put the filming for the live action Carry up on hold because John Cho is recovering?
I saw that. Yeah, he got hurt really bad, and that sucks.
Hopefully he gets better.
I hope it doesn't take the full 7 to 9 months, which that sucked regardless. But
because like regardless of whether you want to watch Cowboy Bebop or not, he's a good actor.
I'm hesitant about.
I'm not gonna watch it, but I do hope he has a super recovery.
I'm hesitant
they have
about it.
Now, though.
They do have an actual corgi.
But here's the thing: even the corgi is not gonna just.
That
I'm
corgi's
not
at
gonna
least
watch.
gonna try
I'm not really one for live action.
Yeah.
Animes. The only live action I've ever seen, they made it in Japan. It's called GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I watched the anime, and they made a live action drama in Japan. That's the only one I've ever
Apparently
watched.
Erased had a really good live action as well.
Yeah,
well, apparently it filled in, like, it told this part of the story that the anime fucked up really well.
They say the only complaint about the anime was the last episode.
Which apparently fucked up the whole ending of the series, if I remember correctly.
It just apparently it was done really stupidly.
I don't know. Well,
it's something related to the main character that is just done really dumb.
Well, we got a couple more videos, and then just some chatting about Shadowbringers and stuff, and then we'll move on and be done. So, Mira was watching Markiplier's Try Not to Laugh. And I had to share this video just because of how fucking great. This is like the greatest turn of irony I've ever seen. So this guy, riding a bicycle.
This is karma.
This is karma at its best.
Eggers! There's a street named Eggers!
Nice. So it's probably
a long ass clip.
Damn, yeah, this is really long. It's at the end.
This wasn't as long as I thought.
Here it is. So, they're driving right here, right? Here it is. Needed to fast forward a little bit to get to the main action of this video. So, these guys are riding bikes. This guy goes in the bike lane and swerves over. Pay attention. Oh shit, my bad. I gotta go back.
Chastising a driver for not paying attention and then...
I love this so much.
Pay attention, fuck.
I love the pay attention, fuck. Oh shit, my bad.
My bad.
May, what words of advice do you have for this man?
Pay attention.
Hey, pay attention.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Don't be a hypocrite. That's very great. So I can't play the audio for this one, but the last video we've got in the Biebs Own today is
that a band, Slayer?
Slayer is a old school thrash band. So at a wedding, they were Rain and Blood. So they just decide to mosh at the fire.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, she's just like, what the fuck?
I feel bad for her.
Oh my god. Yeah, if the
like they pull that shit while she's in a dress.
Yeah.
And she's not like prepared for that. What if she had fallen?
Oh, I don't think this was planned. I
don't think it was.
Well, I don't think it was either. She looked pissed.
She looked really pissed. That all the articles were like.
I think I would have been pissed too.
Woman.
Did you see the title, the name of the YouTube channel that shared that video?
What was the name of the YouTube channel?
Metal Sucks.
What?
Metal Sucks.
Metal Sucks. Yeah, it's fucking great. It's pretty incredible.
Honestly, like I would have been pissed too.
Well, so
I don't have good enough balance as it is.
I don't even have any question I can ask because that doesn't look planned, and that's really shitty if you don't plan that.
I got scared and nervous because mosh pits.
Sound it out.
Mosh pits make me nervous and scared. I don't like them.
I mean,
I have bad balance as it is. I don't need anybody helping me fall to the ground.
And I thrive in mosh pits. fucking fun as shit.
I don't really want to get trampled. That's my thing.
That's all good.
Also, I don't enjoy people punching me in the face or.
No, okay.
And
At
then-
SelfHelp Fest, there were no dudes trying to do karate.
But you said somebody punched you.
Because they were
You said
trying.
you got punched in the face.
They were trying. What they were trying to do is they were trying to swing over to like block, and that's how I got socked in the face.
Well, regardless, I mean, if that had happened to me, I probably would have started crying. I don't take pain very well half the time.
Well.
Especially not like that.
Well. Okay. Fine. Jeez. Whatever. No, it's all good. Okay. So just got a couple bits of housekeeping. Part of this is irrelevant because there isn't going to be a Homebrewers hiatus, luckily. We thought that there might be, given some personal stuff going on with a couple of the party members, but it looks like we're still on track for Extra Life.
We just anticipated one.
We just wanted to be safe. What is coming is next weekend, we're going to be doing the one-shot. It's going to be a Halloween one-shot.
I figured out why we're doing another podcast next weekend. It hit me. I looked at my calendar, I figured out why.
Because
we're doing something the next Sunday, and I was like, oh, that's right.
So basically, we've got... Well, the thing about this is, we can honestly... Because I'm predicting this might be pre-recorded, the D&D bit. But this isn't going to be like a traditional podcast. It's going to be basically Homebrewers 9.5. And because we're not going to have a session this month, which, I mean, a hell of a cliffhanger to leave it off on. But we are still doing the episode 10 during Extra Life. We're going to be doing an episode of the podcast during Extra Life, which is going to be a lot of fun. We got some great videos coming up. We're going to be doing the 14 event, and I'm going to be saving a lot of video and making a video about the 14 event, which is pretty wild. And you better bet your ass, man, that we're going to all surround you as Emmerich and make a bunch of jokes. That'll be pretty great. Yeah, Extra Life's going to be great. Next actual podcast, which will be in 2 weeks, we'll talk about, what to expect for Extra Life and all that fun stuff and kind of get hyped for that. We already talked about our LA Comic Con vlog. We didn't have a video before that. I think that's about it as far as that goes. We're going to be getting to some spoiler talk now. Mira, thank you for joining us on the podcast. You don't play Final Fantasy XIV, so you got nothing to contribute on this bit. So,
Okay, boy.
okay, bye. No. So
You can leave if you want.
yeah, you can actually leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can
I
actually
thought you
leave.
were joking at first.
No, you can actually leave if you want to. So,
Okay, cool.
thank you, Mira, for joining us on the podcast. May and I are going to chat a few minutes about Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers as we have beaten it. And then we're going to go ahead and end off the podcast. So, if you're watching this now, I'm actually going to take off my hat. I'm going to take a note from when... yeah, right? So, with my hat being off, this means we are talking spoilers. So, which is basically the end of the podcast. So, if you don't want spoilers for Shadowbringers, Final Fantasy XIV, thank you for joining us. We have a Discord, we have Twitter, we have Twitch. All of it's going to be down below in the description for anyone who is interested. Now my nose is really starting to plug up because I fucking hate the wind and all that fun shit. Shadowbringers, May. What did you think as a whole about Shadowbringers? And how does it rank compared to other expansions?
I thought the whole story is good itself. I can see why the writer got a standing ovation at that one con.
Right.
But yeah, it was really enjoyable. I will admit there's some things I got spoiled on. So
What'd you get spoiled?
the final boss, because I was reading fan fictions.
Oh.
So they
okay.
they put on. Well, here's the thing though.
They usually say if there's spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, they did say there were spoilers, but I was trying to find characters that were not part of it, but there was nothing I could do. So
Right.
that's why I was like, okay, well, I got spoiled, so that's why some of the things I didn't have much of an impact on. I was like,
The one thing that I did have spoiled was I knew Thancred survived to the end because
you Googled it.
I had Googled. Well, no. Before that situation, I was looking up Thancred from Shadowbringers, and there was this. Someone had posted the scene at the very end when him and Reen are in the wasteland, as I like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, okay, so I guess he survives to the end.
Yeah, because I remember we played that scene, and you were freaking out. You're like, you were pissed. You're like, really? And then you Googled and you
Are
told
you
me.
ready? I faked that whole thing because I already knew he survives.
Oh, okay.
I faked it.
Why
because-
did you tell me?
What?
Why did you tell me? Why did you text me saying, oh, he lives? I figured we were going to find out like 2 seconds later. You texted me and I was like,
I know I did. I said,
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
I was like, why did you tell me
Probably
that?
I thought that would help keep up the ruse, even though I had known for ages that he wasn't going to actually
I
die.
was just like, oh, okay, he's dead. All right, I'm just going to keep playing the game. And then he texted me and I'm like, oh, well, now I know he's alive. Okay. Well.
Were there any parts in Shadowbringers that really surprised you? Or maybe even shocked you? This podcast will shock you.
The whole Sin Eater bit where you are now a Sin Eater or going to turn into a Sin Eater.
Yeah, that was a good twist.
Like, somebody in a 14 group mentioned that you become a Sin Eater, but I didn't get it at first. I was like, what? So I kind of brushed it off.
But technically you don't become a Sin Eater. You almost become to be
But you know what I
Sin
mean,
Eater.
though. It's the whole case of, like, you've absorbed all this light, so now you're going to become a Sin Eater. You're fucked, basically.
It's all a part of
that's
Emmett's plan.
That's what shocked me. I was like, oh. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna... This is it. I'm really gonna die now.
Can I say that I am not surprised that was Emmett's plan all along? Like, I'm not surprised that he pulled the long con. Because he's an Asian. It's like, Thancred and Urianger had been saying it all along. It's like, we don't trust this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Thancred more bluntly, but yeah, it's like, we don't fucking trust this guy.
Oh, and the whole... Urianger knew all along what the Crystal Exarch was gonna do.
Yeah.
That shocked me, too. Because they were in...
For a hot minute, I thought that the Exarch had betrayed you, and I was so excited.
You were so adamant. You did not like him.
I hated the Exarch.
You were so adamant that he was evil. And
I think the one shortcoming to Shadowbringers is that aspect, that if you did not play Crystal Tower, you're not sympathetic to the Exarch like you guys were.
Well, the only thing is, like, different... What I saw was different is if you didn't play the Crystal Tower and you did that, you'd get some dialogue options that were different.
Well, I'm just talking about in forms of, like, sympathy. Because you already have a history with the Exarch that I don't.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I see it as, is if you did not play Crystal Tower, there were going to be some things different about the scene than, say, if you did play Crystal Tower, and then you get those options, and...
There were... I always felt that there was an ulterior motive for the Exarch. And I
mean, in a way there was.
I didn't believe it until the very end when he didn't betray you and sent you back. That, like, because I was like, there's something wrong with him. There's something up with him. Like, there is something else he wants that's going to fuck over the Scions.
But in a way, if you still remember the scene with Urianger, he did have an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
So but technically you were right. He did. But
it wasn't like a nefarious, I'm backstabbing all you motherfuckers, I did this for my own well-being, fuck your world, I'm doing this for me, which I felt would have been an infinitely better arc for the Crystal Exarch, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
It would have doubled down on, this is a fucking dark story.
Yeah. But in hindsight, though, his character's not really like that. I know you didn't play Crystal Tower, so you have no idea. But his character isn't really too much like that.
Well, to give the game a big plus is the fact that, in terms of characters and character writing, that they turned a villain from a patch in Heavensward into one of the most sympathetic characters ever with Aardvark.
Oh, the Warrior's Darkness, yeah.
And Aardvark, yeah. I laugh at his name, but he I was not expecting to love as much as I did.
Yeah.
And kind of learning his whole deal and why he was so jaded when he met him back in Heavensward and all the shit he went through. And then, like, when you get to the dragons and he's just, like, smiling because he's seeing an old friend and it's like, you remind me of an old friend.
Oh, the Amuros, right?
Yeah. And Aardvark's kind of standing there, like, remembering that. I don't know. Like, talk about grade A writing is turning someone who is a villain in a patch to Heavensward into, like, one of the most sympathetic characters. And I fucking loved Aardvark. He was great. And then doing the quests with, like, the things related to his group was really heartbreaking. Because the one that I did, she was far gone for a long time. And that fight for that class quest was not fun.
I had the one with the Black Mage.
Oh, yeah, the Black Mage. Okay.
Nielbert, or whatever his name is. His was kind of sad because basically, so one of his friends, childhood friends, gets launched into this portal, which brings you to where you're at. In your time period, he's still a kid, but Nielbert, Black Mage dude, I can't pronounce his name, he's long grown up since then.
Right.
And he's just, the memory of the fact he couldn't save his friend is just, that's his regret, that's keeping him on in the world.
Right.
He can't move on because he regrets that he didn't save his friend when he got lost in the void. So then you basically, at the end, you free him.
Right.
And he realizes what he did, and he finally he passes on. And,
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the whole class quest, though, after you finish Shadowbringers, yours was a gem.
Mine is the fucking best.
Was kind of I'll admit.
Yeah.
There was only one part I liked of it. I can't remember what, but it was in the story. The rest of it, I was just like, mine was like kind of like a bitch quest. It was a fetch quest. I call it a bitch quest. Yeah. But that's what it was for me. And I was like, this is kind of boring.
The ninja one, because I play it.
Yeah, I watched you, but yours was funny.
That was the most insanely ridiculous. And their thing is that that's coming off of, like, the Stormblood quest was really serious.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of, like, discussion of shit.
I feel that was what we needed for Shadowbringers, is just that lightheartedness after everything that happened.
After all of the dark shit that happens, which, on the subject of dark things in that game, that Sin Eater transformation early on in the game still freaks me the fuck out.
That was creepy.
That was so insane.
Yeah, that still makes me...
I noticed I put the hat back on, even though we're talking... They know we're talking spoilers.
Yeah.
That's all good. But did you like that it was a darker story?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My favorite one is still going to be Heaven's Word,
Heaven's Word's still going to be
That's still my favorite story, just because I loved all the characters. I love the storyline. I liked the war that was going on. But I would say, out of them, I think Shadowbringers is my second favorite.
I have to really kind of dwell on it to see which one I liked more. But I think I like both for different reasons.
Yeah.
I loved Shadowbringers because of the dark story, but also kind of like the humanizing story too. Mm-hmm. You know, Emmett was basically Arden, and like you understood why he did what he did.
I understood why his motivations didn't mean I agreed with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But the other thing that I loved was there was a lot of growth from a lot of the characters. Like, seeing how much of a leadership role Alphinaud's taken now has been... That's a great next step in his character arc, which was fantastic. I know some people have complained about how Thancred was in this expansion, but I think him...
I really like Thancred this expansion.
I think his abrasiveness comes from he lost 5 years of his life, and basically to be thrown back in, see the woman that he loved who died, say, hey, you got to take care of this version of me now, and kind of be like, what the fuck, you know? It's like,
he's very jaded.
He's very jaded because, you know, it was so and I always thought that there was more to it, and you were the one who's like, no, there was a familial relationship. I'm like, no, there's more to it. There has to be more. And then you find out in Shadowbringers, he was in love with her.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just reading based off of what back in then.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just like, my gut feeling was, despite what was being said, I'm like, there's more to it, and he's not letting it on. And it finally came out in Shadowbringers. Oh yeah, he was madly in love with Minfilia, and then she died.
Where was that at?
That was...
I don't remember that part.
One of the many times he gets irritated with Minfilia. It comes out that, you know, they ask, well, weren't you in love with her? And he kind of...
I'm trying to remember where that was.
I'm trying to remember the exact thing he said, but it's like... He had the abrasive answer of, like, that's not important. I'm like, but you didn't answer the question.
Oh, maybe I saw it when I read it, I saw it as, like, he lost someone important to him, but he wasn't necessarily in love with her.
Regardless if he was in love...
That's what I
The way
thought.
I read it was he was in love with her, and he's saying that's not important, you know, because it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
But, with, yeah, the whole thing, like, I think Thancred's growth, and I think his near-death experience, again, because he really... Can we just have an expansion where nothing bad happens to Thancred? Like...
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, wait, no, that technically happened in Stormblood, but he wasn't in much of Stormblood?
Well, stuff happened to him bad at the end.
Oh, that is true. Oh, yeah, because he fucking got knocked out.
He was the first one to go.
He was the first one to go. I'm eating my words.
So, Thancred is that character. Just everything bad will happen.
I hope the next expansion is just called Thancred Goes on Vacation. And it's
Thancred's and Reen's Excellent Adventure.
Thancred and Reen's Bogus Journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Into the wilderness or wherever they went to.
Yeah.
At the end.
What do you feel about the rest of the Scions still being in the Crystarium, and that I would assume that that's going to be the basis of the patches of getting everyone back?
They said, that's what he pretty much, the Crystal
What do you
Exarch
think
said.
about that? What do you think about that setup for the patches leading up to whatever they got coming next?
I feel that I like that, because if they were just like, okay, take them back, what else can you do for Shadowbringers?
True.
Because I mean, they have to make this expansion.
Well, they do have the other storyline. I didn't mean to interrupt you. They do have the other storyline that was going on in present day with Gaius and Estinian, and finding out that Xenos is also an Asian, and all that other crazy shit. But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Because they have to make this expansion last 2 years worth.
Yeah, basically.
So if they magically go, okay, everything's done now, send them all back to the source? Is that the name of it? Source. Yeah. Then Shadowbringers. I mean, they could probably still make a story based off Gaius and Estinian and Xenos. But I just feel like adding that to the fact that they can't go back because there's something holding them, or they have unfinished business. I like that, because then you can split it between what's going on there and then splitting with the Garleans, because now there's something bigger going on with the Garleans.
I feel like my honest thing is, I agree with Suya that the Garlean stuff is what they're setting up for the next expansion.
The Asians are right now they're going to be taking a back seat.
Yeah.
They're not prevalent like they were in the previous patches.
Well,
because there's only one. There's only really one now left.
Yeah.
We don't know where the other one is.
We killed one of them at the end of Shadowbringers.
Yeah, Emmett.
Yeah. But I like that too. I like the whole kind of each patch getting a new person back and kind of learning the shortcomings and bringing people back, and maybe even seeing like how the toll, because you were only in there for a small period of time, and maybe seeing the period of time that they were gone, maybe fucking with their perception of coming back.
Yeah,
is going to be great. And also shout out to Robin, who has pumpkin pull-away bread right now, which sounds pretty good, honestly.
Of course he comes up very end.
Yeah, right, absolutely. But no, it was
Why are you in the kitchen, silly? Oh, okay.
Were there any other parts that you liked the most? Anything that you loved, maybe even some critiques and all that fun stuff before we wrap this up?
I need to be better. I need to get good, because some of those dungeons at the end I'm really bad at, and we kept wiping, and
those dungeons got really tough.
Yeah. It's just towards the end, that final boss, like Hades and the one before it, I was just like, oh.
Should we talk about that final dungeon being like the best dungeon they've ever done?
Oh, where it showed like the world was ending.
The end of the world, yeah.
They were doomed, basically.
The way that they told the story with Emmett's voiceover.
That was pretty cool, because they hadn't done that in a dungeon before, so I thought that was really neat.
That was such a cool spin on a dungeon, and I'm with you. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Robert said, Emmett, spoilers, Mira's in the kitchen for pumpkin pull-away bread.
I will say, because this won't matter too much to you because you didn't play Crystal Tower, but I'm glad they found a use for the Crystal Exarch, because in Crystal Tower, when you finish, he goes in there and he is now guardian of the tower, basically.
Right.
And he goes to sleep. And then that's it. It's only like 3 dungeons in, like, it's a raid though. Yeah. But it's like 3 separate dungeons that goes to that story, and then once you finish, that's it. You never hear from him again.
Right.
And so, of course, if you did that back when ARR first came out.
Because that came out in ARR, right?
Yeah, that was the very first raid that ever existed.
Right.
If you had done that, you would probably, after a while, I know some people like the 14 group, they forgot all about him, because this was a thing way back at the beginning. So I think it's nice that they brought him back. They decided to put him some use in the story, instead of just putting him as like the one character for Crystal Tower, and then that's it. He's done. He's sleeping in the tower forever. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool. I didn't get to play Crystal Tower, but just hearing you say that actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you talk about the Sin Eater transformation. I just loved it so much. It's Shadowbringers usually my favorite game of the year. Mm-hmm. It was well done, well written, super engaging.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for the new patch.
I cannot
Comes
wait
out
for the new
in 2
patch.
weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. We finished just in time.
Wait. Yeah, we did. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think that's about it. Unless you got anything else, I think that's about it.
Yep.
Mira, thank you for joining us in the kitchen. I mean, you were here until we talked the Shadowbringers spoilers, but Thank you, everyone who joined us. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the HR Office Podcast. We will catch you guys in 2 weeks for another episode of the podcast. We have the D&D thing we're doing next week, but the thing is we can pre-record that during a weekday, so that way it's going to air next weekend. But stay tuned on the Discord. Discord link will be down below. Follow us on Twitter. You can follow Hardest Reset on Twitter at Hardest Reset. Follow me at Yumi Joshi with 2 eyes. You can follow Mira at Mirito Cosplay, and follow myself at Greg Snazzy Gamer. And then the Twitch, twitch.tv/Greg Snazzy Gamer Twitch, because we're keeping that meme alive. We'll catch you guys on Twitch. We'll catch you guys next week for Dungeons and Dragons Vampire Hunting Edition, which is going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy that. And then in 2 weeks for another episode of the HR Office Podcast. So until then, we will catch you all.